most important thing when understanding the Malaysian shopper is understanding what it is that they like to do. Malaysia is culturally extremely likely to love shopping. And after food, it's possibly the second most important thing that we do as a culture here. Partly due to the weather, which brings us all to malls at the weekend. Interestingly, we know that Malaysia actually has one of the highest incidences of men who are shopping, which is usually because it's a family affair. So our shopping habits mean that we spend a lot of time shopping with our entire family. This brings all sorts of interesting ideas to the retailer to think about how they appreciate the family as a unit when they're shopping, to help them spend more and to make their day out more interesting. Here in the Klang Valley, where it's extremely developed, the key thing is that you have choice of where you buy your products. And the competition between retailers, whether it's for grocery or for fashion, is huge. And the competition is really about getting families into malls and giving them what they want, which is choice, convenience, and location. And those are always the key things for a family. Selling-wise, one of the very key things in this market is promotion. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that Malaysians will only buy in promotion, but they have been taught to buy in promotion. And that tells you quite where the market is going. There's a lot of promotion in this market. However, as you say, the younger generation, while being less motivated by just buying on promotion, are also educated that they will always want the best price. In the past, a very small business could personally know their customers one-to-one, and that was the way that they grew. As you get bigger, that becomes harder and harder, but through using data and turning that into insight, you can continue to understand who your customers are. When you know who your customers are and how they shop, you can keep tailoring your offer to those customers. So my message to the small entrepreneurial businesses are get under the skin of the data that you create and find people who can help you to turn that into insight. A retailer wants to get a shopper into their store, whatever the store is. And that means having the right products, which have the right appeal to the right customers. And ultimately, it's always about targeting. If you don't know who your consumer is and who buys for that consumer, then you'll never actually be able to find the right shopper for your mall. So it should really be about clear research into understanding that who you're actually targeting that'll drive the offering that you're going to market. And that's really, really important, particularly in Malaysia. I truly believe the wet market still plays a huge role for Malaysian consumers and shoppers, because the wet market traditionally gave you the best quality you could get with a guarantee of freshness. Now, while large retailers can try and replicate that, it's much harder for them to have the personal service and the speed of supply chain. And quite often, the best retailers actually manage to bring that wet market feel into a store. So you look at retailers, for example, in Publica where we are today, you look at Ben's Independent Grocers where they have a huge range of fresh foods, which is guaranteed fresh today. That's what all the big retailers would like to have, and ideally that's where they want to get to.